It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Because we know, in terms of, again, if you're talking about numbers, I've got my phone. I've got my phone. I'm just going to tell you, I've got my phone. I'm going to show you the numbers. When we talk about who's the most viewed, it's not Tunde Ajayi. You can put your personal feelings aside for 1 minute. This is what the fans are saying. If you look at Callum Smith's against George Groves, the viewing figures on YouTube, 350k. This is Callum Smith against George Groves. Callum Smith against Beterbiev, 200k views. Beterbiev. Okay. Now, let me just look at some of Anthony. Joshua Buatsi, Dan Aziz, 148k, maybe 150k views. Joshua Buatsi against Craig Richards, which is the highest YouTube views, which was not on a platform that he's on now, The Zone. Eddie, big up Eddie, because I ain't got no discrimination. About 350k views. Now, Anthony Yarde. Let's start with the lowest figure. Yeah, they're talking about world title fights, their biggest fights, 300k views. Anthony Yarde against Alex Tehran. Who knows Alex Tehran? It's supposed to be a nobody. Anthony Yarde, 300k views. Nicolas Clocker, 500, 600k views. Darius Sek, 400k views. Stefani Kokov.
Who?
Stefani Kokov, 300k views. These are people that you say you don't know, but obviously people are tuning in. Deck Spellman, good old Deck up north, 400k views. Lyndon Arthur, over 600k views. Travis Rees, over 600k views. And we ain't spoken about Kovalev and Beterbiev. So the point I'm proving is that even international opponents, it's like you can just go Peckham Rye, Brixton, Housden. You might just anywhere in London, pick a man off the street. If Anthony Yarde is in that ring, it's a blockbuster. It's a blockbuster. But when we talk about comparisons, Callum Smith against Beterbiev, 200k views. Anthony Yarde against Beterbiev, 3.4 million views. Anthony Yarde against Kovalev, 3.6 million views. And I'm trying to show you that you're talking about Joshua Buatsi, that his highest views is 300k. That's his biggest fight. Viewership on YouTube. This is not even the big platform, the TV networks. So my thing is that, again, maybe I had my manager's head on at the time when I was saying we were the A side against Kovalev, because obviously we weren't. But in this situation, in the UK, outside of Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Yarde is the biggest name in British boxing. Anthony Yarde is the most exciting fighter in British boxing. Anthony Yarde has the most KOs in British boxing. Anthony Yarde is the name that everyone now, at this stage of his career, wants to challenge themselves against. And I'm so happy about that.
Well, let's take your manager's hat off for a minute and put your trainer hat back on. Last Friday, we got devastating news that Fury Usyk was delayed. There was a injury cut, but positively on Saturday there was a rescheduled date of May 18th. Now I've got to ask you, with your trainer's hat on, you saw that cut and how deep that was.
Yes.
Is there enough time for Fury for that cut to heal in time? I spoke to Derek Chisora on Saturday, and Derek goes, "I now make Usyk the favourite."
Nah. You know, Derek's a clickbait kind of man. That's my little nephew there. You can't really take nothing what Derek says too serious sometimes, because Derek, although he has a serious side, nah. Listen, man. Once the Gypsy King and his family start put some serious Vaseline on that, man, it's gone. 1 week, 2 weeks, we're healed up. The fact is that I don't feel that you can look at it from a boxing standpoint and think that because Tyson Fury was cut, it now gives Usyk this great advantage. Hold on. Wasn't Tyson Fury cut before he had a trilogy with Deontay Wilder? He was cut before then. Deontay Wilder couldn't do nothing about it. He's a fighter. These things happen. You know, and fighters faces are conditioned to get hit, but also to repair quickly. So sometimes, these cuts have a way of healing up very quickly. And as long as he's in shape physically and mentally, we'll be good. Tyson Fury report on the show.
2 final questions. Potentially Gervonta Davis, Conor Ben.
That ain't happening. Come on, man. I'm not one of these brothers that just boost narratives. That ain't happening. And let me tell you something. Even though I say it won't happen, it wouldn't surprise me though, because I know Eddie's the man. Eddie can make things happen. He's proven that he's a promoter that can make things happen. So I'll be happy. It'd be good to see Gervonta Davis back over here in the UK. We had it's on both ways, but we fought on the undercard of Gervonta Davis against Liam Walsh. I think Anthony picked up his Southern Area title there, innit? I think that was, excellent. Copper Box, where we are again on Saturday night. So it'll be brilliant for Gervonta and good for Conor. I don't know where the fight's going to be, though, because apparently Conor still can't fight in the UK. But if they can sort out the business, what an exciting fight. And don't count Conor Ben out. Conor can have it, mate. He can have it. We are dealing with something special in Gervonta Davis, but this is why we aim as fighters to create history, and I'm sure that will be very historic if Conor Ben and Gervonta Davis to get it on.
Final one, someone that you had on the pads when he was very, very young, Adam Azim. Yesterday purse bids were called for him and Dalton Smith to fight for the European title. Just your thoughts on that. Adam's relatively fresh in his career. Dalton, I think 6-7 fights more. Yeah. Is that a fight that he should take next?
No. Let's tell you straight. Adam's like my little son. I've watched him grow and develop, and I feel that if I was managing him, I don't know who's managing him, but if I was managing him, I'm not even waiting for the promoter to say no. I'll tell them no. I'll actually put on YouTube or Twitter or X or whatever they do now. I'll say no. No, he's young. He's young. He's still learning his trade. He's excited. He's already created history in being the quickest ever to win a European title. And why not keep that going? Why not let the fight marinate? Why not let Adam become more mature in the ring, get that experience, and then go from there? But right now, right this second, no. Emphatically.
All right, Tunde, Ant's leaving. You got to leave. Appreciate your time as always. All the best on.
He can go where he wants. I'll see him tomorrow.
All the best on Saturday night. I'm sure we'll catch up with you after the show.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you, Tunde.
I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you toward your goals.